Her son, Scottie, did not appear on my show at the time. He was not ready to have a relationship with his mother because he believed that she abused him. But after hearing that she passed her lie detector test, he decided it was time for them to reunite.
Since being on the Steve Wilkos Show, my family and I have been trying to heal. I have been speaking with my son on the phone, FaceTime. I honestly feel that this show has helped the relationship that me and my son are trying to create now.
Get ready to go see my mom. Here we go.
Close the door. Down. Watch out, watch out.
Hey, mama. Hey, mama. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh,
It's important for me and my son to have a relationship because I missed out on 19 years of his life. I didn't get a chance to hug my son. I didn't get a chance to kiss my son. I didn't get a chance to read my son bedtime stories. It was hard. I tried fighting to get him back, and the more I fought, the more I felt defeated because it didn't happen. My family's reaction to me being innocent was they were happy. Like they couldn't believe that all this time I was trying to tell everyone that I was innocent and did nothing wrong. So do I feel good about my future? No, I feel amazing.
Scottie, how does it feel to be around your mother after 3 years?
You know, me being so ignorant to the fact that of my mom not doing this to me, you know, it was tough because I had the state tell me that my mom did these things to me, and that's the reason why, you know, they took me from her and all this other stuff. And I felt that it just wasn't fair because I was told all these lies growing up. I really thought that she did a lot of those things to me, you know, especially being desensitized and brainwashed through the state and what they had said. It really just kind of messed my whole mind frame up to really go against my mother.
What went through your mind when you found out that your mother passed her lie detector test, that she was innocent?
It blew my mind. And it made me rethink a lot, you know, because, you know, I was told all these things and I didn't believe my mom, even if my mom told me the truth, you know, because that's how much they beat it into my head that she really did what she did to me.
You know, your mother confessed. She, you know, said that she did this. She went to prison for 4 years, so it's not like, you know, they just told you and you believed it. No, your mother confessed, and that threw a lot of people off. But now, because your mother's confession, you were adopted out. What was your childhood like?
My childhood wasn't that great. It wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, moving from placement to placement down to being told things I didn't really want to hear, being lied to on a daily, it was terrible.
How did you end up reconnecting with your biological family?
Facebook is a very powerful tool, so I used that, and I called my adopted mom and I asked her, and I said, what was the name of the aunt, you know, that was connected to one of my brothers? And that made me once I found out the name, you know, I hit that person up. Then she ended up telling my brother. Then my brother hit me up. Then my brother sent my mom's number. I called my mom. Me and my mom, we shared a few tears, you know, because I was like, I've been trying to find you for years. You know, I just didn't know how to handle myself.
What was that like for the first time meeting your mother?
To be honest with you, it was all a bunch of mixed emotions. I didn't know, like, really how to act, to be honest with you, because it's like feelings just went high. I don't know how else to put it.
Right, because at that point you still thought she did it. You weren't 100% certain. Your one brother that was on the show when we did this story, I gotta say, and even talking to you, through all your hardships, you guys seem that you're well put together, even though everything you've been through. Both your brother that was on the show and now you, talking to you, it seems like you really overcome a lot to really be okay with yourselves.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all, Steve.
So is that like a feeling like a fresh start? Like, hey, I know you didn't do this. Now we can kind of move on from here.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Can we bring your mom in, Jocetta?
Sure.
You hear the results. Was there anything particular that went through your mind that, you collapsed, you fainted when you found out the results?
Yeah, it just felt like the world was lifted off of me that day. It felt like I could breathe.
What did your family have to say to you after the show?
Oh, they were excited. They were like, Mom and everybody else, why did you wait so long? Why didn't you come out with this in 2018, 16? I'm like, okay, you have to understand. You don't know if your son or anyone is going to really pay attention and still say, oh, yeah, well, now we believe her. Or, oh, yeah, she was telling the truth in the beginning, but, oh, it's all over with now. No, there's still a person out here that is suffering.
Yeah.
And
before you came on the show, your relationship with Scottie was kind of a little bit strained because he still believed that you did the things that you were accused of.
I couldn't even get him on the phone. I couldn't even ask somebody to get him on the phone for me because he said to everyone, if she calls, don't answer. Don't tell her to call me.
Obviously, there was a lot of mistakes made when you were younger and your boys were very young. Making a confession that you obviously didn't do this, and you made a confession, you went to prison for 4 years. Do you go now and feel like, wow, I can have this life with my sons? Or do you feel like, God, why did I ever do that?
Yeah, Steve, I do feel like, why did I ever do that? And I also feel as if as you said before, I stripped them of me. That's huge. Like, I sacrificed something for nothing.
Is this something like you thought about for years? Like, man, if I ever had a chance to have a fresh start with my son.
I've thought about that for many years. And I used to talk about him to everybody before I even knew him. Like, I only knew him when he was 3 months. So, yeah, I used to talk about Scottie to everybody. I used to, like, everywhere I went, I have 4 sons, not I have 3.
Since your son, Scottie, got to your house, how much are you learning about him that you didn't know?
Oh, my God, Steve, you're asking a question that I can't even answer because there's still more to know.
Right, I mean,
there's still more.
You can't pack in, 20-some years within, 2 days. The truth of it is, you're still such a young woman. You missed out on a chunk of your son's life, but he's a young guy. And now you really have the rest of your lives to, establish a mother-son relationship. I'm really so happy for you that you finally got on the show, that now your sons can see that what was actually the truth. Mistakes were made. You can't live in the past, and that's the truth for everybody. You can only move forward, and you have a future as a family with your boys,
Absolutely. Watching you for so many years, and like the way you praise your children is the way I wanted to be with my children.
I want to hear what you want to say to Scottie, if you have anything to say to him.
Well, what I have to say to you is thank you for finally coming and seeing that instead of us being pushed away, we need to be a family.
That's for sure.
I am here for you. I am here to support you. No matter what anyone has to say or how you look at it, how you feel about it, I'm here, I'm your mother, and I'm going to be here for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I love you, Mom.
And I love you, too.
This is one of the stories that make us really feel good here. We put a family back together. We get a mother back with a son, clear doubts of the son had about his mother. We wish you all the best of luck moving forward. Again, you can't change things in the past, but now you have a future. Good luck to you guys. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having us, and thank you so much, Steve, for all the help you've given us. We really appreciate it. Thank you. We love you.
Thank you. Take care.